Yeah, time to close your book, close the script, because we got 50 more stories here on Vertigo to start off this second map. It's Vitality's pick.
Did you ever release your Harlem Shake video?
No. I'm so glad that's dead.
Wow. It's dead silence right now as Vitality sneak up this A ramp. Wow. And now the silence is broken as they smoke it off.
Uh-oh.
It being the site, of course. There is a double nade set up to try and deny this bomb plant, and in they go, but it was the fake from Vitality. However, there is still a man down for the Frenchman. Zaiwu removed through the smoke. These USPs like crickets just chiming off on the other side.
Can't spam forever, though.
Crickets sound like.
Smokes go down. Vitality may have had a wall, so do Astralis. One on the short side. Device tries to play it, and oh my dear, they rush him down. Running and gunning through the smoke. Mizuta with 3, and it's done. It's done as quick as you like it. That is a mad pistol round. Vitality just flying through together. I love it.
Vertigo with these Vertiglobals.
Yeah, it's hilarious how this meta has evolved to just the immediate fake plant. If anyone ever gets a sight for free on a pistol round, or most rounds, they're always going to tap that. Dupree's changed colors.
Well,
he in blue.
Probably changes colors per map, and it makes sense. You know, that's what I think.
Makes sense, yeah.
Everyone does that at home. I mean, I can't possibly be the only one. Obviously, Dupree's doing it too, so. Y'all are pathetic.
More nades for Astralis. They've got some plans.
I never like it when Astralis have plans. That scares me. There's a lot that scares me. Hides, spiders.
Well, would you look at that? Crawling around the map. Or Astralis.
What?
It's actually Dupree. Good for 1 on Apex, but it's Mizuta with the response.
How?
You know, they just... Sometimes they get map control, they run the clock down, they hit a few shots, and they play the map out.
Dupree, he is very fortunate to get that kill. He was not ready for them to be so deep. Grenades going deep. Oh dear, the D spamming away. S-Tag with 1. The smoke buys him time. RPK is in the site. They hear him. Zaiwu making noise and dropped by the MAC-10. This is a messy round. Astralis, don't tell me they're going to win another force after the pistol. They want both of them back on nuke. RPK getting nuked by the grenade. And surely the D can finish it off. He takes a great shot, but backs off. And Vitality have a chance to slow the pace down, but Astralis want to speed it back up. They're wrapping the short side.
They've still never seen Magisk on the boost either. They don't know that he's here. And as they try and move in, RPK puts up another. He's bought this. Oh, he's just doing it single-handedly. RPK, the tank is out, and he's spanking these Danes left and right. Magisk left in the 1v2. Deagle out. Deag's out for the boys, and they swing together. It's close, but not close enough. Mizuta able to see that round through to the very end, but Dupree gave that a little head nod. He's content with it.
Yeah, it might tempt Astralis to force back in, right? You only survive with 1 player if you're Vitality there, so Astralis could definitely break that money early. And look how close they got it the first time. Some of those nades were saved for later in the round when Vitality were on the site. It could have been even more devastating. But no, the eco. The smart choice.
Con las terroristas. Terroristas? I mean,
back on the Harlem Shake.
Well, once it's in your head, man, until you hear it, you can't really knock it, can you? Like, it's just kind of there, and then I gotta think about that, this whole map, while watching Vertigo. It's kind of weird, but anyway. Just a personal problem.
Uh-oh. Well, Astralis about to have a personal problem. Problem with Apex. Oh, dear. Oh, my. At least it's traded. 2 players on A gone. Astralis are calling for help. Uh-oh.
Oh! Glaive tries to get stuck in, but Zaiwu just deletes Dupree back in CT through the wall bang, and that there should really solidify the round for Vitality. Astralis is still looking to take guns away. Vitality gonna try and move in. They've anticipated the crossfire being set up here, and now Device with the Deagle not able to land anything. The MAC-10s hunt him down. Vitality, it's 3-0. They overcome the boost. They deal with this round well. And now we have the reinvestment coming in for Astralis. And look at all the Astralis fans out in full force.
Kenny said in an interview the other day that Vertigo is his favorite map to AWP on, funnily enough. We'll see if that holds true with the other Frenchmen in this squad. Right now, no AWP for ZywOo, though, just back to the max with the AKs around it. It's a fast play up A. They boost up to try and get an angle through the smoke. Glaive is ducked below the sandbags, though, and S-Tag can't be seen hidden on the right side. Oh, there's the headshot. Great little boost there from Vitality. Man advantage. The spray is back, though. Astralis are making it expensive. They're making it painful as they put a lot of damage into the bodies of Vitality. The AWP is still here as well, lurking around middle, as Vitality sent 2 players there last round. Or 2 rounds ago, rather. So ZywOo faking A alone. His teammates have gone back to B. Apex has advanced position and the flash up. Vitality run it down. There's no one here. It might have to be a save for Astralis.
If they knew how much damage was done, this round would be a lot more doable, but they don't. And so they might just, yeah, I think you're right, Hugo. They're not budging. They're not moving. Device, passion for danger. Standing on the edge of the map, gonna hop back over, but this will just be the save. Vitality off to a rip-roaring start here on the second map. Their map pick in this series, looking to take us the distance. Lazy wondering as well, I believe that the game that was on the second stream is drawn to a close. And of course there, we saw Furia take it 2-0 over Triumph with a 16-2 on Inferno, no less, to round that one out.
That's a great idea. I've not seen this exact boost before. Just over the top of the smoke, getting a pick early. Glaive could barely be seen. And yeah, it's a rough round to lose for Astralis, but what can you do? Now you're ready. The Vitality are going to be going for those late rotates back to B if they get given the chance. So things being quiet should make you consider both options. So many people just lean away from B in this map. And, well, I don't blame them with how little we see that site taken at this level. Device with the AWP above the smoke of his own. He's gone for his solo boost on the railing. Looking for a head. Looking to get ahead, but... Oh, not off the map, Device. Careful. He's at the edge right now. Oh, there it is, of course. Just random shot, takes down shocks. Device sees all.
The all-seeing eye. S-Tag playing at the sandbags. They don't even know. But now they will. That Molotov's going to come out. It's going to be just enough for his teammate. Yeah. Throw it off. And I love this play because it just throws just such a mind game into the works.
Yeah, you're going to do that a lot, and not always is there going to be someone there. So Vitality are actually probably going to use another molly or a nade. Oh dear, the nade misses. That one. They have a molly, but S-Tag has a smoke. And so if another one comes down, okay, yeah, well, fine, I'm here. I'll admit it, but I'll also swing you. And Apex uses his molly deep. They're not even going to consider S-Tag here. They think it's clear. They think it's a fake, and that could come back to bite them.
S-Tag's bided his time, but he's only good for one from the concealed position at the sandbags. That has left Astralis in this 3-on-2 at least. He's given them a doable round. The nade finds a bit of chip damage onto RPK. They're setting up for the retake now. They've got a smoke to try and facilitate it. Glaive's like, get out my way. Line this one
out of the way.
And here it is, flying over. It's going to land to try and cut off the bomb directly, namely this ramp player. ZywOo goes close to the smoke, spams through, gets a bit of returning fire on the other side, but RPK only good for one. ZywOo gets them off the bomb, and even as the kill comes in, Glaive, I don't think there's time on that one, and there's not. It's 5-0 for Vitality as they close out the 2-on-3.
Damn, dude, that hurts. They had it, 2 taps on the bomb, even Dupree sticking it as well, but ZywOo playing so close. They couldn't take him down. Gets Dupree off at the last second. And I love that play from Astralis with S-Tag on the sandbags, right? Apex is looking at it so much, but he can't stay there forever. For all he knows, there's no one there. And I'm sure Astralis, they won't, next time Vitality molly that, they'll probably smoke it if they have the chance, even if there's no one there, just to keep up that idea, keep that in the back of the mind for Vitality. Dupree pushed down on B, aggressive as well. He's flashed out, does catch RBK, re-aggresses on the stairwell. Apex with the bomb, if he dies here, that could be massive, but the trade is in instead. The flash actually misses. Glaive throws it, but it bounces back. And so that's going to be a trade for Vitality. Glaive flashed in for another fight. But that utility sends Vitality back. This is still a very strong start to the map. Considering it could have been Astralis manhandling in the second round and winning their Deagle force. They brought it to a one-on-one. They didn't quite get it, though. And if they did, this would be a very different game right now. But Astralis have been trying to toe the line and get back into this map. Yet to field around. This could be it. 4-on-4. Vitality slow it down outside B. Looking for a lurk, looking for an aggressive CT on a flank. But Astralis aren't making the moves just yet. Device has all the info down on A. Shock's trying to flash him off to feign a rotate. But it won't work. It won't matter. S-Tag does hang around, but there's still 2 players towards B for Astralis.
And so all the pressure is on Glaive and Magisk to actually hold on, to actually do something. They're getting overwhelmed. And Magisk, while he does put up one, he loses his teammate and he needs to go huge, helped out by S-Tag. And now ZywOo falling as well. It's all onto Apex. Another man disadvantage for Vitality. They're going to look to try and close out. The bomb retrieved and now looking to go down. They try and rush him as he's putting in those numbers. And they will find the kill. S-Tag very, very quick on the retake. And so finally, Astralis break the silence and find their first round.
And I will say, I mean, we've been watching S-Tag as a player for a while, but it just, you get the vibe that there's just a little bit more pep in his step almost. Yeah. And it's strange. It's hard to explain or quantify, but I mean, it's there. And that's my personal opinion. So I don't know if they agrees with that or not. Well, the first round on the board for the Danish side. 5-1, though, still. Vitality with a foot up in the series. And by that, I mean just this map, because they lost the first one, 16-10.
Yeah, but this is like a great pocket pick for Vitality to have, one that they've also not played a huge amount, so Astralis aren't going to be looking to them on it, but also, yeah, okay, Astralis, sure, they've probably been tracking this one behind enemy, or behind, in practice, I can't even get that sentence out. Regardless, Vitality can't anti-strat Astralis on this map. They don't know what they're bringing to the table, but right now it's working wonderfully. Vitality have all the ideas. They've crept past Glaive. ZywOo is up on the ramp. Glaive has no idea. The smoke will give away his position, but ZywOo's already taken a kill. He doesn't react. Glaive pounces back, but Shox now has him trapped in the corner. Dodging the flash, Glaive tries to rush, and Shox will hit a great shot. Doesn't want to die off the trade, though. S-Tag looking through that close corner. Vitality go elsewhere. They send the bomb in middle. That's an important kill for Magis. Oh no, he can drop the bomb, and there it is at the feet in mid. RPK's trying to take B, and even if he gets this kill, it's not worth that much because he's got to get the package back out of middle. Do they back up to do it? That seems like the cool grouping up. S-Tag gets aggressive on A, and RPK goes to join Shox back in spawn. This is weird, because S-Tag is going to probably miss the timing if they go back to the bomb, but if they get the bomb, they can go anywhere because no one's watching it. This is very weird. S-Tag's been tagged, RBK stabs him in the back, and Vitality aren't even thinking about the bomb right now. They're just getting kills. They've got to go for it eventually. Time is low. They're going to expect Magis on it. He got 2 kills in mid, and that time, that hesitance, it could slow them down to a point where they lose the round to the clock. They basically have to go B now. Magis is already there. He's made a big flank.
And even denying the bomb plant and then getting the hell out of danger maybe is all Magis needs to do. They're going to start to clear the site. RPK blindsided. Shox gets off the bomb. He now needs the kill. Magis just needs to hide, but Shox hunts him down. And with a second left, puts a 6th round on the board for Vitality. Saved by Shoxy and not the bell. That's what Astralis were hoping for.
Yeah, Magis, I think he thought the Shox was going to do the old, fakeroo where you run around one side and then swap last second. Didn't look ready for the immediate fight. And running out of ammo there as well, so had to play the pistol. No time for a reload. Shox just domed him with a Glock. Great round for Vitality. Yes, so close for Astralis. That one's got to hurt. Especially S-Tag coming in on that big flank off bottom A. Like, why are they still bottom B is probably the question he's asking themselves. Vitality took so long to get that bomb. But Shox hunts down Magis and makes it all worth his while. 6-1. Dominant stuff right now for Vitality. Astralis, they showed us their worth on Nuke, but here on the 50th story, it could be a different story.
Well, at this point, yeah. I mean, that one came down to 1 second. Wild. And we're off again. This time, Vitality have set their sights on A for the time being. 5 deep. Glaive. About to have a whole welcome party on the ramp. Down to 40 HP already. 48 to be exact. And the only damage in response has been a grenade that lands at ZywOo's feet. Takes him down to 67. Everybody just wants to play a smoke all the time.
Magisk is looking like he's maybe considering a mid push.
Ooh. Silent weapon trade, respect.
Oh, S-Tag spotted now. This is where problems can arise. Apex just going to barrel out of ramp, and Device does manage the trade at least. Can he get any more, though? They're already up the ramp. Device going to try and play around this smoke, and he's spotted. ZywOo at the sandbags could surprise him. Could be a nasty little ZywOo-shaped surprise.
Sounds so much more gross that way, but...
Does retrieve another smoke, so he's able to drop that. Device is going to try this again. ZywOo waiting patiently, gets that kill delivered to him on a silver platter. S-Tag has pushed short side, but this is something that Vitality is surely going to be ready for. They saw him earlier on, and RPK is holding it. Dupree hasn't even left B. So already this might just have to be a save. Magisk trying to deny a plant, but Shocks just snipes him out of the round. And Vitality will reach 7.
Dear, oh dear, Astralis are getting gamed here on Vitality's map pick. It's not what we expected, even though we weren't sure what to expect for Astralis here. They haven't got the answers. They're trying different things. Vitality's taking it very slow once they get this A ramp control. Astralis boded into taking the fights on the ramp, and they're not winning them. We haven't had any like big multi-kills really from Astralis on this A defense. We've had players putting up 1-for-1s, S-Tag on the sandbags, but he's been getting red on these short wraps. And unfortunate for S-Tag on that timing as well. If he went any earlier, RPK was bottom ramp holding the flank for a while, and then as soon as Vitality start to take sight, they're not watching the ramp. They're not, or they're not watching short rather. RBK comes to take it, but S-Tag definitely could have come out behind them. Obviously, he wasn't to know, and you don't want to push when Vitality are holding, and they've been doing that a lot. 7-1. And another low buy for Astralis is all they can muster. Saved gun with pistols round it. Vitality, will they keep it up?
Well, they will lean over here towards A once again. Scoped up at the ramp. Not really much for Astralis to work with in this round. They've got a partial buy. They've got to try and see it through with that.
We see the 3 nades, so perhaps there's a bigger play at mind here. S-Tag having one of those grenades is absolutely getting wrecked by Mizuta. There was no question. It was going to happen. Now the bomb's going to get planted, and well, the remainder of the grenades are nowhere within reach. 2 Deagles and M4 left on the table, and 5 alive for Vitality. Quite the starch contrast. And on that note, an 8th round on the board for Vitality. Astralis are getting wrecked on their CT side.
Yeah, this is just great methodical play from Vitality. Like, they've clearly been doing a lot of work on this map, and while they've not been tending to play it, it's things like these, like saving this map for a game like this, where it really shows up. Where all that practice pays off. For example, a comparison to make is Astralis, right? In both these series against Vitality back at Cologne and here, they've vetoed Overpass as their second ban. We actually asked Magis why that was the case back in Cologne, and he said the Vitality have a good Overpass, which is true. But I'm going to continue to peddle the conspiracy theory that Astralis saving Overpass for the right time.
Yeah, if there's one thing 2020 hasn't had enough of, it's conspiracy theories. And Just outright craziness. I mean, it's been a pretty slow year.
Ooh.
Oof. Brutal way to lose a man early on. Device trying to peek down the ramp, but he's going to come to regret that, and ZywOo's even closing the distance here. Up he goes, but the trade is in for S-Tag, who looks for a little bit more, puts up quite the hold. And finally, Astralis, they're in a situation that doesn't look half bad.
Got him. They're going to keep working away right here, Vitality.
Oh,
So you want to fight on the ramp? You want to take the ramp? Not this round. It's our ramp. Grenade lands at Magisk. Lays him down to 55. RPK. I don't know what to tell you, man. Just hit escape and go to that report button, because that was ridiculous.
Yeah, it didn't even come up through this smoke on the kill feed. I mean, technically wasn't. Device could see, but he was sitting inside of that smoke, just crouched in the corner looking for a gap. And of course, he just takes the headshot. Astralis, they might do it. They might find their second round. Never thought I'd be saying it like that, but Vitality have made them work for even the kills. Shox is going to continue to do so. They've got the money. You may as well go on a bit of a scavenger hunt, look for a kill on the rotate. B is open, right? You kill Glaive, B is open. So actually, I say that Device is actually flanked all the way around and come back from bottom B. So B is not open anymore, and not that Shox was getting there anyway. Glaive is there, ready and waiting, and that's going to be another round for Astralis. 2 on the board. Slow and steady wins the race, eh?
Yeah, mate. Oi.
We finally have that multi-kill that we've been waiting for. S-Tag with a double up on the A site. Device does the same in the round with this, and then a follow-up with the Deagle onto RPK. So a couple of multi-kills for Astralis. Was about time.
Yeah, we were waiting for it. They finally lock in that second round. Once again, it's back to an A play, and this time, Shox is going to get the better of them. An opening kill, and ZywOo continuing with this little maneuver. He's done this time and time again. Based on, you know, just regardless of how well this ramp duel goes, he's always playing close to these smokes.
Oh dear.
Lots of noise made by S-Tag on the drop down. And he does get mopped up. This top ramp proven to be the kind of lifeline in this game for whoever has the control, as is often the case, and it's a bloody skirmish to get it. Vitality have once again won this out, and now they sit in a 5-on-3. They slow it right down.
Yeah, man. S-Tag would have probably had that kill onto ZywOo, who's looking up at short despite the drop. It's the step on wood that alerts him to his position and turns quickly to deal with him. 8-2 and a 5-on-3. Magisk dodges the flash, but they can come from either side. His teammates smoked off on the site, so Glaive wants to try and help, but he can't really call or calm much. And all the Astralis are calling is, there's no one here. Is it B? RPK is trying to sell that exact fake, and Astralis are going to fall for it. This is a great little rotate call from Vitality. Sending one man into B, has drawn everyone away from A. One hangs out, but not for long. Magisk gets a kill, and he gets traded. RPK dropped to B, and the bomb plant allowed. All that did was pull Astralis away from the site, away from those close, short positions for a mere couple of seconds, and that's all the time Vitality needed to get the bomb planted. Oh, dear.
Oh, Glaive's been out of action for a little while and has forgotten the Astralis way with nades. He has to relearn that. They'll leave, try and save. This is a very one-sided affair right now. And it's not really showing any signs of stopping, you know, like the rounds that Astralis have had, and no matter how close they've been able to get them, it's always relied on just like one player or two players stepping up and really going like above and beyond the Call of Duty. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Which happens to be another game. So. Well, on your feet at home, this is the 7th inning stretch. I know that you two have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But for everyone else, we can sing it in the chat. I'm just kidding. We don't have to do that. I don't even know if chat can sing together. They can barely count to 100 together, so.
What I will notice is, or what I do notice is Shox playing the AWP over ZywOo in all of these rounds. So, oh, that's so unlucky. Apex walks through the smoke and kills Magisk. But yeah, Shox, he's been getting those opening kills in rounds gone by. Interesting to see that switch up here on Vertigo. Or tries to chase him down. Device does get away, but S-Tag is not quite as fortunate. I think Astralis need to give up these ramp fights. They are not working out. They are starting every round 3-on-5, and they even got faked in the last after that happened. Glaive close to middle. Oh, he gets past the orb somehow. He's going to go back for more. Mizzut is tucked on the left. Glaive doesn't seem ready for that one if he gets swung. Device has been burnt out on the A site as well. Dupree trades onto Apex, but still a 4-on-2. Still a favorable fight for Vitality. Glaive's footsteps running away have been heard. And, oh, back down the ladder, Shoxy goes with the orb. Will be B for RPK, but not for long as Glaive sends him out. And they could just group up and take this A site as they have been doing most of these rounds. That seems to be the plan for Vitality.
Yeah, Dupree at least gets the early info, but now he's got to go absolutely huge. There's one for Dupree. They now know that he is short side into the 2-on-2. Even odds now. This has been reclaimed by Astralis. It was a very shaky start to this round. And now they're trying to stumble back to their feet, but a burnout for Glaive. But Dupree finished off by Shoxy. It's double digits now for the Frenchman as the dominance of Vertigo continues from Vitality.
Yeah, and those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, they aren't going to taste any better, I can tell you that. Just from the grandstands over here. Timeout coming through, though. You can imagine it's Astralis just trying to figure their entire lives out as this one has kind of fell right on their head.
Yeah, I imagine they're figuring out this A-ramp situation, right? Because while it may be something they tend towards in practice, something that they get a lot of consistency out of, as you often do, is like a strong CT AWP, for example, like Device, peeking that ramp. It's not working right now. Vitality are winning every duel there. They're boosting, they're walking through smokes, they're playing it late, they're faking Astralis away from the A site. Like, there's just so many things for Vitality that are going right now, and these are some great, cool T rounds from Apex. Astralis, do they move away from it? I hope so. Replace it with a utility. We see, like, Harry, I'm going to bring up that 100 Thieves game that you mentioned on Nuke, where they just had so many incredible HE grenades towards the A ramp that softened up their opponents before they even took the site. The problem is Vitality aren't being loud and running up A off of spawn, and the Astralis go, oh, well, nade timing is now. They don't know when the nade timing is because Vitality are playing it so slow and quiet. Device is lining one up. He's hoping his teammates can call when is appropriate, but when is appropriate? Because Vitality, they're not making any noise. They're going with 2 middle, 2 holding the A push, and 1 holding B. It's a very passive round for a 10-2 scoreline, but it's what has got them here in the first place.
Round 13 of 30 in those double digits, you're right. They've just slipped on in there. Glaive with a quick peek down on the lower side of B ramp. But don't you worry. The party, well, it usually ends up at A no matter what. This time, it's got a different shape. It's got a different face. Even got a different look. Dupree is going to have the drop, and they're going to swarm. They want to try to get this frag. It's just not that easy. Dupree drops his smoke and buys them more time.
Oh, back to A. Oh, that's right, get him out. No.
Yeah.
Not okay.
All right, let's go ahead and get Mihao on the line here for that one. That one seemed a little fish in a big pond.
Well, we know who is the apex predator of that big pond. Masuta now moving in from middle. Oh, S-Tag not even reacting, keeps spraying the smoke. Oh, dear. Oh, dearie me. Oh, so blind for Device, and just Glaive left. He's 6 and 9 on the board. Man, what could he even do, man? Honestly, the answer is nothing. I hate to have to tell you all that, but that's not going to lie to you.
Device gets double flash. He hears the pin pull. He turns perfectly, looks back, knowing he's going to get peeked, and then boom, a second flash pops in the same position.
Do you reckon Dupree after that round is sat there like, this is why I hate Vertigo?
Because he got jumped.
This is why I hate Vertigo. That's just all he keeps saying. No one can even get any useful words out of him.
Yeah, but like, what do you really think? I hate Vertigo.
Like, they're trying to make calls, they're trying to rally the troops, and then Dupree's like,
bang.
Let's just go next.
That's crazy. Look, watch this.
Bang.
Yeah, right, dude. Get out of here, reported.
Yeah.
See?
Not even Shox can believe it.
Even Dupree, wait, what?
What do I even do there? Yeah.
What happened, mate?
What can he do? Maybe he needs to change his room to red again. Dear, oh dear. Astralis getting swept. Shocks with the AWP. He's had a lot of opening kills, but they've already crossed past him. Dupree with one. Good luck getting out of there with Shocks on the other side, but some shots in the legs, and he will be thrown off the side. His body falling 50 stories, and Apex finding that kill has kept things in a 4-on-4. And this is the bread and butter for Vitality. They love having this 4-on-4 so they can now get in the heads of Astralis, sweat it out, fake a sight, take the other one. But right now, Astralis have a lot of control. Glaive is pushed down ramp. We've not seen this position too much in this round, in this map so far. He's going to get flashed in. Apex turns because he actually blinds himself. Glaive does get whited, but he gets away with the kill. And that's everything for Astralis. S-Tag spotting them in middle. Doesn't want to go down here without taking one with him. But Magis with this spray and B, it's perfect. Shocks flashing both his teammates, not what they needed, and now he's got to make up for it.
Yeah, Shocks, just too many enemies, too little time.
Yeah, and you know, you guys joke about Dupree changing the lights in his room, but I just want to say that as a owner of some Hue bulbs, if you sync it to your computer and you play Counter-Strike and you get flashbanged, it is an overwhelming experience in the room.
The room goes white. I don't know.
The whole room goes just straight white.
I don't want that. That doesn't
It's
sound
a
like
lot.
a good experience.
It is a whole lot.
I don't want to be actually stunned in real life.
It's like reactive to sound, too. Unboost, and it lands. Zywoo's going to land on the other side there towards B. And I think they might suspect it, and it's Dupree.
Yeah.
Little Aki Momo here as he waits for the rest of the team. They know the run boost was successful. They might as well bring the cavalry. But I say that Zywoo gets mopped. It's Dupree there with the answer. Finds two. He might be good for three. Let's find out. Yes, sir, he is. Almost four. But RPK finally on the scene with an answer. In the last round of this half for Vitality.
Ooh, this nade could deal with RPK. Oh, they delayed it for just a moment, and that allows RPK safekeeping out of the sight. The tank looking a raw to life here. 2 to his name already. And he's not content with that. He wants the whole damn round to belong to him. RPK waiting patiently. Flash throwing in for Apex to enable a peek, but it doesn't blind Glaive. And now Apex is left in the clutch. Up above the smoke, spammed, finished off. The defuse comes in. And that will be Astralis narrowly securing 4 at the end of the first half. But this is night and day when compared to Nuke. Vitality leading by a huge margin, sat on 11. This game could get stripped away from Astralis, and we might end up going all 3. You're going to have to join us in just a moment to find out if we do end up getting there.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. You know what time it is. It's time to jump in to the second half of play here on Vertigo. And what's already been a one-sided bout, it's not Astralis on the heavier end. Your heavyweights, your champions even, Astralis. They've done it before, but right now, insurmountable odds, 11-4. Vitality know how to play the map of Vertigo, it seems.
Yeah, excellent T-side. Astralis need to one-up it. It's not going to be easy, but it all starts here and now. Vitality have won 3 out of 3 pistol rounds in this series. They may be a map down, but if they've got one thing to lean on, it's this round, and it could send them over the line and into Dust 2. Things all get very dusty indeed, but we're not there yet. Astralis with a lot of grenades going back towards A. Magis can't afford to die and lose that full set. Smoke flash HE. Shox is going to back up as he sees a few cross, and he's going to hear the feet pitter-patter up towards the top of A. Do Astralis commit, however? Molly on the sandbags, being methodical first and foremost. Vitality set up with no grenades, but 2 flashbangs to play for the retake with that kit. Smoke's landing, and Astralis look to commit. Oh, bye-bye, Shox.
Onto Shox, that nade, yeah, he's gone, and there it is, the double nade into Elevator. Now, Apex has just made, like, the death run over the short, and he's just lighting up the scoreboard from this position. Apex, another, and, oh, no. Knives out, and Apex is going to get it. 4 in the round, the knife kill to cement it, and 12 for Vitality. It's all gotten a little bit wild in the server, hasn't it? As now they sit with 12 to their name. No money for Astralis. Dupree's force sport before anyone else did. That's a sign of him wanting to get this over and done with as they bring the Deegs and Techs into play.
Yeah, again, okay, Vitality, all the pistols in this series. Astralis have won 2 out of the 3 forces. They got very close in the first half of this one, down to the one-on-one. But let's see if they can do it again. Vitality have not been giving them an inch in this map. So there's no mile for Astralis to take. Smoked off at the bottom of B, Shox and RPK keeping them out.
Oh my word, they Molotov deep ramp to take this control. And at this point, Vitality, like, it doesn't take a mastermind to figure out where the enemy could be, right? They're either middle or they're B. And they're not middle. So where does that leave Hugo?
B.
Oh dear, Magis might burn alive. 1 HP and RPK somehow gets that over Shox. Don't know how Magix is still alive. Oh, Magisk is still alive. Magix, this ain't Team Spirit. Here's S-Tag getting dinked on the immediate flick from RPK. Vitality, they're looking so damn good in this game. Device down alone at ramp. ZywOo's seen him. And information is something now that Vitality are privy to, and they're going to start these early rotates. It's silence at B. And ZywOo's seen a lot of numbers, including the bomb. He narrowly gets out of there. Masuta being on the scene now with all this utility is going to prove to be very, very valuable.
Oh. Great grenade. Apex follows up, and he's just going to slay them all. 3 kills for Apex. Vitality up to 13. And you can see the frustration, right? There's no guesstimations anymore. It's clear as day. Dupree does not like Vertigo, and he does not like what is happening in this map. 13-4. Boy, oh boy, this is a dominant one from Vitality. Astralis just forced them back in. They've had enough. They're not even going to wait for their one buy round that they would have had in this half. It's not like they even made that close. I think they're already thinking about Dust 2. Why wouldn't you be? This force screams that. 1 AK, it's got to do everything here on Magisk.
Full send. Let's see what happens, Hugo.
Yeah.
Big shot from Device. A wall bang through that mid. Oh, man, I just don't even know. Doesn't seem fair, really, sometimes.
All right now, all's fair in love and war. There is no love in this game. It is just war. Magis with another one onto Shox. Glaive, he's crept up A. Zuta's shot in the spine, not going to be able to get out of there in time. Dupree does have B. That's something here for Astralis. They can bring the bomb over. They actually had both sides, or did, before they fell away from A and let Apex crawl back into place. He won't play into this round. ZywOo could, however, but he's also begun his rotation towards A, reconsidering as things have gotten quiet. And he might start to hear the feet up the B ramp instead. Deep smoke towards the gen. ZywOo, if you're Vitality, what do you do here, right? Do you go for this? Do you even give it a go? Because you don't actually have any money because of, you know, well, I was going to say Astralis making their force close. They didn't really, but you've lost 3 here. So having a full buy in the follow-up is probably the right call, and giving Astralis the respect as they demand it at times. Give them 5. It's not that much, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, give them 5. Whatever. We got 13 if you're Vitality, you know? Like, you can have a little bit of a cushion here, which is certainly what they plan on doing. They save these 2 M4s, and Vitality will go up to 5, or excuse me, Astralis will go up to 5.
That's what you expected to say, Tracer.
Nah.
I certainly didn't expect a 13-4 lead to Vitality, but they've gotten here well-deserved.
But also, you look at a team like Astralis, and you expect them to have answers at every turn when and a lot of their cool, you know, creative juices come out on their T side. And that's when we see a lot of, I guess, innovation. So perhaps there's a reason that they've let this map go through to this point, and they've said, you know what? Watch this. Hold my Mountain Dew game fuel.
Exactly. If there was a time to prove themselves and, you know, remind us who they are, this is it. 13-5. Vitality, though, they have no interest in letting go of this game. Flashes up A early. ZywOo with a molly on ramp. Astralis only have 1 player working A. It's going to be Device alone. Mollied off is ZywOo. And it's all back to B for Astralis. It's all a ruse once again. 2 in middle. Allows fast rotations. Magis is going to throw a flash out to catch this B player.
That's smoke.
Smoke, rather.
Going over, block off CT.
Whoops.
That's a nifty little smoke there. Allows you just to move in uncontested. And this might be a save. Vitality. They're like, nah, we know better than this.
This one makes a lot more sense as well, right? Like, losing the advantage, getting smoked out of your own bomb site, gambling on A anyway, as you often would. Yeah, I like that execute for Astralis. I just kind of assumed it would be a flash. I haven't seen that smoke before, but definitely one to keep in mind now. Slow and steady, hey? Up to 6, 2 in a row.
And, you know, slowly building back into this, right? And Vitality, they're trying to play things smart by going for these saves. But you never know, right? You never... Oh, look, we have a bunch of people with the cat headbanging on their screen. I get sidetracked way too easily. Don't know what I was talking about, but I saw the cat headbanging, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? Here's some flashes over towards the top of A. I can say what's going on the screen as well. Really am a jack of all trades here. Apex moving over towards short side. He's going to get contested, though. Well, he's not, actually. ZywOo just deletes S-Tag immediately. An advantage for Vitality. They haven't had many of these in the last few rounds. In fact, they haven't had any of these in the last few rounds. And so Astralis going to pump the brakes and slow it right down.
Mizuta knows there's no mid lurk. Glaver's trying to sell something there, but he's on top of the box and has just still been holding. So this feign on mid has not done anything, and now Vitality can sit back in the site and relax. Great shot for RPK. Very weird position to catch out Dupree, and now Astralis say, hey, just have to hit the gas there to just go into the site. Magis with another one, going to try and smoke off the generator. Shox is here. Put up a bit of a battle. He's going to go through it with a flashbang as well. 2 teammates swinging wide. They fall into the spray. 2 for Device, but now it's up to Glaive.
Yeah, a lot of damage taken just from that Molotov alone. Down to 60 HP and standing over there on top of the sheetrock. It's going to be Apex. And we look at 14 for Vitality. As Hugo said, as you can see on your screen, Dust 2 will be where this gets decided if we go to 3.
Yeah, I hope we get there, right? It'd be a great head-to-head to see Device versus ZywOo on that map there. And then also, like, it's one that Vitality are great on, and it's one that Astralis, you know, they used to be great on. So, yeah, and plus, like, the more we see this Astralis playing other maps, the better. You know, like, because we still are figuring out where this map pool lies for this team, as are the rest of the teams here in the Pro League. So it's like, by playing a map you've never played against them before, not only do you not know what you're expecting, but you're kind of like inadvertently helping the other teams piece together exactly where Astralis look good and where they don't. So isn't that nice of Vitality? What a class bunch of guys.
Yeah, especially when, you know, we have been seeing shocks on this orb, but we'll get back to that later because it's past 8 plays for Astralis. They finally go back to the site that has so much in store for them and take all the kills required, getting up through those smokes. And now 4-on-2. Would you believe it? It's a save.
Yeah, but do you think the tank is just going to die immediately to Dupree? Because let me tell you, he is. Shocks, all alone, wants to get away with the AWP. But we all want things, and we can't always have things. Shocks, he wants, and he has. And now, they know where he is. He's rung this dinner bell. And boy, oh boy, are Astralis hungry. They want to take the AWP away.
They're all behind him.
They are all behind him. Astute observation there. Now, Shocks having to adjust, looking through this smoke. Flashes going over. Shocks. Oh, he's so blind. He just didn't. Should have had faith. He had the crosshair in the right place, but never clicked mouse 1.
Yeah, you do need to click mouse 1. It seems like a necessity almost.
If I, you know, back when I used to play with Alt as shoot, that was never a shortcoming I had.
Right. That was also, you know, we talk a little bit about foresight and, you know, hindsight around here. That was one of your better plays, I guess, was to change your shoot button. It
was pretty bad. If you ever tried to bring up the scoreboard and you were shooting at the same time, just tabbed out there and then, obviously. Yeah. So that was like one of the big downsides of that maneuver.
Yeah, that one's pretty up there, I'd suppose.
Harry, yeah, just stat obsessed. So he's always got the scoreboard open. He's always tabbed out.
I just put it on my second monitor now.
He rotates with it open always.
Yeah.
Knife out, scoreboard just watching. Little rat.
All right. I'll take that one.
Right on the chin. Well, yeah.
I'll be the Rat Prince.
Rat Prince Harry.
I don't have the same ring as like Fresh Prince, does it? Here's Masuta over towards short, armed with a deagle, and his wits. And it's the second one that's even deadlier than the first. Masuta, that deagle is ablaze, but he's got to be straight fire here in this round. If Vitality want to reach map point on this force buy. This is to say this is a heavy A setup is patronizing. We can all see the mini map. Look at it. Oh, Masuta. Hope you're having fun, bud. Spam. There he is. There's his revenge. Yeah, you can spam me through the wall, but I can just fight you head on and I'll win it out with the Deeg. Now, it does get traded. It's an advantage for Astralis. Oh, my. Spamming. They're getting away with so much damage. Device. He hits the player that he had no business hitting and leaves Shocks alive. Astralis are making the rotate happen into B, but Shocks does drop Device. Doesn't, yeah, I was going to say, I imagine he was going to go for the AWP. Now, Dupree is here to protect it. He is that AWP's personal bodyguard.
Well, he definitely knows that there's weapons down over there towards scaffold. I mean, that was the first point of contest, right? So he's going to net himself an AK and a round that's all but lost just yet. 14 HP from Jisk. Dupree waiting just to set a snare. Nice. And that's exactly what's going to get tapped, the snare.
Oh, yeah, he couldn't get it. I was wondering. He did position very far away. Bit of an outplay onto Shocks, knowing that if he wasn't running CT, then he was wrapping. And so Dupree kind of knew what was up, but he's too far away to save the AWP. It's fine. Astralis have the money just, and we're at the point that, you know, if they lose a round, you know, it might just be GG at that point.
All I have to say is when Dupree, one of the most smiley, nicest men in CS, and also one of the smartest and most composed, is flipping the bird to the screen, that's when you know that it could be a done deal.
Astralis are making this interesting, though.
They're making it interesting, they are, but it's only going to take one big play, and that's the worry, right? Like, you're not shy on players who can make that. Look at Device, man. Look at
that play. You're getting a play. What's up?
Yeah, can he get all 5? Mac 10, 1 mag, there's 2, but S-Tag's like, nah, takes 2 down himself. Magisk is there to help out at the very, very end. 9 on the board for Astralis. Now we have a reinvestment for Vitality. And that's the thing. I'm not against Astralis turning this back around. I definitely am not. But it is just the fact that that first half of play was so damn dominant from Vitality. It does scare me that this resurgence for Astralis, in spite of the kind of clear issues that were showing early on, has come so late in the game. You know, this isn't some comeback up against 13 rounds where you've got like that 1 round worth of buffer. You really don't have any of that. And so all it takes of Vitality is someone to make something magical happen. And lo and behold, here it is. Shocks with a double. And even though it's traded, it doesn't matter because the advantage still lies heavily with Vitality.
Oh, yeah, dropping off is the right call there for dupreeh. If he hit behind the wall, he would have got spammed. Does get up, but RPK hides behind the double stack and peeks out at the right time on the right side, finding that kill and leaving Magisk in a 1v4. Not an easy one. He's taking the first, but Vitality have heavy rotated. 2 more to swing, and they just look so crisp right now. 15-9, winning all the fights. And Harry, you're painting the picture perfectly, and it's immediately hung up in the gallery for all to see. Vitality with a 2K off of the back of Shocks, trade their way to a win, and there's 1 more round between them and Dust 2.
That's a content idea. We're talking Harry Russell with watercolors. Like, I mean, just wow.
This man has an artistic mind. I'd love to see what his hands can do with it.
Artistic is the word he used.
Correct.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. Like, I'm not much of an artist. I paint pictures with words, and even then, they're ugly pictures. ZywOo going aggressive down towards ramp, spamming, but not finding. And now, short control, nabbed, grabbed by Device. He's moved in. Glaive's out in middle as well in the meantime. dupreeh still holding outside of B. Masuta was looking to re-aggress, but S-Tag and Device, they have lit up the A site like a Christmas tree. And ZywOo, Christmas is cancelled. Haven't you heard? ZywOo's in with 3. The hat trick. And now, dupreeh and Glaive just left in a 2-on-3. Somehow ZywOo has stolen this round away from Astralis, single-handedly from the short side. It's the short stop of ZywOo. And now this bomb plant looking to come in. Astralis, they've at least got the B site, but that's little to go off of. They've got to fight back. That nade is just absolutely brutal. It's a taste of their own medicine, and RPK is administering it liberally. ZywOo at the end in with 4. The defuse found for Vitality, and they lock in that 3rd map of Dust. This game is set to continue. dupreeh molded, Astralis on the back foot, and right now Vitality looking in charge. Find out who takes this series on Dust in just a moment.
I'm a